Welcome to Live with Ms. Steph. Hi, I'm Ms. Steph, former laboratory scientist and after-school director turned nonprofit founder. I am the founder and executive director of PreK Empowerment Inc. We provide lovely and fantastic and whatever else you want to say that is positive around science. Thank you so much for watching this week's Live with Ms. Steph. Today is Monday. Monday. What month is it? February. Yes, we are still in Black History Month. Hello. Happy Black History Month. And continued. Today is February 24th, 2025, and we're going to hop right into your weekly, well, y'all know I go live twice a week, but whatever, your weekly science club news and your activity. Yes, we're going to do a little science today. So let's get right into it. First things first, thank you so much for joining us for the Moho Dance event that was on Saturday. We had a great time. We had the opportunity of hanging out with several students and meeting several new families. So hello, if you're one of those folks. And we got to pass out slime and do some activities. Actually, the activity that I'm going to show you now is, hi, thank you for watching Live with Ms. Steph. The activity that I'm going to show you now is something that I've been doing a couple of weeks with students, and one of the science experiments that I did with students on Saturday. Hey, so getting into our news. So once again, like I said, shout out to Moho Dance. Actually, let me tag them to say hello. Super appreciative of them and specifically Jazz, for inviting us to be a part of the 4th annual Self-Love Fair. Very positive event. And it was right here in Harlem at 250 West 127th Street. Y'all may recognize that address from a few other things that we've done from CS 154. And of course, we'll be hanging out with CS 154 and their folks a bit later, closer to the summer, to do their annual wellness fair. That being said, it was a lovely time. And also shout out to Radical Radical Love Foundation for, I want to say that they were sponsors for the event on Saturday. So thank you for that. Next thing, first, second, and third Saturdays. Y'all know the drill. For those of you who regularly follow me and have been watching these things, you already know what I'm about to say. First, second, and third Saturdays is what? Saturday Science Club. And yes, we do have Saturday Science Club this coming Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. Why do I keep saying it? Because people keep wanting to come. We add new students every Saturday. So shout out to all of our donors for your support. Folks, you are supporting a lot of kids on Saturdays because we're getting new students. We don't have the same students that come every time. And so me saying it on a weekly basis lets more and more families get involved. And so that's a really important thing. And that's why I keep saying it, because we need to make sure that all of our young people know that there's this fun, free, and fabulous science club that occurs every first, second, and third Saturdays. And yes, this month is a month that we will have all 3 Saturdays. March 1st, March 8th, and March 15th from 12 to 2 p.m. at where are we at? Do people know? Do you know? At Wadley on 114th Street. We partner with the Usawa Beacon that is there. Shout out to them. They are fantastic. They always make sure that we have a room. Super appreciative of them and all the things that they do. Y'all, it's fantastic. And as I promised, I did a little teaser and letting you know that we are going to be making a mess. So don't send your children in their nicest outfits. Not this month. We will be doing messy things. We will be getting our hands dirty. Like I said, the thing that I'm going to show you today is kind of a little bit of a tester of that. And I'll also discuss some variations on it for my adults who want to try this at home, just in case there's one of the materials that you might not be able to source. And so I'll let you know about that. So Moho Dance event on Saturday. Fantastic. This coming Saturday, Saturday Science Club. And then finally, something, well, not finally, because I have another thing to tell you about after that. People, if you would like your child to experience the equivalent of a year and a half worth of science in one summer, if you are thinking, you know what, my kid really, really likes to tinker, really likes to make messes, but I'm not really sure if I would like them to go to the big camp this year. Maybe I want them to go to a smaller camp. If you want your child to go on a field trip every week for 5 weeks straight, included in the camp fee, you just might need to sign your child up for Summer Science Club 2025. We will be going to the aquarium this year. Y'all, we haven't gone to the aquarium in a while. We, of course, will be going to Liberty Science Center. And I have been talking to people about Liberty Science Center already. So all my people whose child may be going to a different camp, and you're saying to yourself, but Miss Steph, can I come to Liberty Science Center? Of course. I'm extending the invitation to you now. If you consider yourself a member of the Science Club family, which really, frankly, should be all y'all. And if you're going to be in New York City, okay, August 7th, okay, because remember, camp runs from July 7th. Yes, woohoo. Yes, girl, so you know. Okay, July 7th through August 8th. And during our 5th week, during the math week, we will be going to Liberty Science Center as per usual. And we roll in the cute little bus and all that type of stuff. And we do things. And so you are more than welcome to actually reserve your spot now. Actually, that you can do now even, and say, hey, you know what? Me and my family, we want to hang out with y'all for Liberty Science Center. That's like one of the few things in the summer that we kind of like, you can order a la carte. Okay? So yes, so let's review the things we've talked about. We did the fabulous 4th annual Self-Love Fair, and we're super excited to now be connected with yet another community partner, another group of community folks doing some awesome things. Check out all the things. I don't want to shout people out and forget people, but check out all the things that from this weekend. I did a quick, several lives, actually 2 lives, I want to say, and tagged the different people that were there. Several fun, family-friendly event participants. Lots of people were there. And then we have our Saturday Science Club, as mentioned, first, second, and third Saturday. And yes, this coming Saturday, March 1st, we do have program. And then, of course, like I said, Summer Science Club 2025. If I were you, I wouldn't want my child to miss it. That's just me. Okay? Another thing about Summer Science Club, and I'm going to stop using my silly voice. I'm going to use my very serious voice for this. Another thing that's very special about our Summer Science Club is, one, it is taught by a scientist, a person that was a laboratory scientist and did all the things. And I know the different aspects of scientific thinking that our children need to move forward and be scientists. And we do treat them in a way that prepares them and addresses SEL. So we have very strong, just baked in, fully integrated social emotional learning that we do. Lots of community conversations about how do we be kind towards each other. And so that's one of our major components, is kindness, and that discussion with them. And then also we have a boutique style program. And so if you're looking for a program that is on the quote unquote small side, this is where you want your child to be. Every kid gets to go on field trips and all that type of stuff. We do all those things. We're very focused on communicating with family. This is a camp to where I give you a schedule every week. Do I not? I know I've got somebody on here whose child has come to my camp before. I give you a schedule every week, and like, if there's even a minor adjustment, I notify you. And so this is the type of program that I strongly, not just because I have designed it and cultivated it over my last 19 summers of running camp in a row here in Harlem, But I really, truly believe in what we are providing to families. We are really doing some high level work with our kids, in addition to letting them make a mess every day. Okay. So yeah, let's hop into our science activity. Thank you so much for watching live with Miss Steph. We're going to do something that I rarely do. I am going to use glitter today. Yes, no, I don't know. Mixed feelings. Okay. But yes, so I'm going to show you a little activity that I've been doing as of late using glitter. Okay. And so one of the fun things about glitter is that it makes things sparkle. One of the challenging things about glitter is that it gets everywhere. But let's go ahead and do this quick little activity. I'll talk to you, like I said, I promise tips on how to do this with your students, with your children. And it's the glitter kind of just is a little bit of a pop, a little bit of an upgrade to a traditional volcano, right? And so why do I say that in quotes? Because like we all know, right, that an actual volcanic eruption involves lava and heat and magma and all that type of stuff. And technically lava and magma are the same thing. It just is different phases in the process, and whether it's above ground or underground and all that type of stuff. Volcano. Alrighty then. But yeah, let's talk a bit on this variation, my most recent variation, because y'all know I do all kinds of stuff, right? Okay. Let's grab our different materials. We already know that this just happens to be the bottle that the stuff is in. This is not this fancy smancy water. It's really not. I get it from the tap. Okay. Reduce, recycle, reuse, folks. All right. So yeah, water bottle. Okay. And I'm going to pour, we won't use this much water, but I'm going to use this cup to prepare my glitter liquid. All right. Stick with me. Keep an eye on all of the components that I'm adding. So you're going to have your students. These are different things depending on the age. You know your students, you know what they can handle. You know your child, you know your after school babies, whomever, right? Y'all know I'm talking to the adults, giving you ideas, things that you can try at home. All right. As far as sourcing the materials, this should be, use either a plastic cup, or if you're wanting, say if you're doing kind of a more Montessori style, you can use glass cups with kids if they've been trained to use them, okay? Certain school education philosophies, right? Use glassware with children, and really they can be taught to use it. You just need to make sure that you don't, this is not the first time you're introducing glassware to your students. All right, here comes the glitter. I'm going to put in just a bit. Okay. And just for clarification, the glitter is to give it a little bit of pop. You don't have to have glitter. All right. So we have our liquid. We have our water, our food coloring, and a little sprinkle of glitter. Now, this is a way to use glitter in something that is not going to be as hard to clean up. And because it's in a liquid, it's going to be, like I said, easier to clean up and won't kind of like get everywhere. You notice I already put the liquid away. I mean, the glitter away. All right. Now, I'm going to turn this tray around, and yes, you should be able to tell I do have my covered tray today, and you'll see why I'm using the covered tray. I have several other cups. You're dealing with children of various ages. Earlier today I did this with, y'all know I have my twos on Monday mornings. Hi guys, we had a great time. They loved this. And so that's another conversation you can have with them, right? You notice how before we even get into the science of things, I'm doing some math, some art, really remembering the opportunity to observe the various pieces of each thing, and to really teaching them about, really, I know I've said really a bunch of times, but it is important, teaching them to observe and then to communicate comparisons, right? So this is a big cup, okay? And this is medium, small, or when I put it on the table today, they didn't see this cup until later, and so we called this a bigger cup because this, relatively speaking, was the big cup, and this is a 5-ounce cup. This activity that I'm showing you is one of the activities that I would suggest using the 5-ounce cup. You have for a couple of weeks when we did the rain, cup in the cloud, and the lava lamp, all those types of stuff, we discussed using these larger cups for the experimentation vessel. Your samples can go in cups this size. Now, would I go smaller? No. This is one of the, I give you these tips and tricks because I've been doing this for years, y'all. I tell y'all, laboratory scientist, okay? And I have been working and educating youth for the better part, educating youth straight up for the last 19 years, but throughout my lifetime. And so this powder, our little powder, for those of you who have seen me use this, right, the Alka-Seltzer tablet, this powder is essentially the equivalent, okay? So this has baking soda in it and citric acid. Here comes my tip. If you're not able to source citric acid, if citric acid is a difficult thing for you to get, or you don't, like, I buy it in bulk because, I mean, hello, science teacher, okay? Science teacher to legit hundreds of children a week, literally, okay? Well over 100, anywhere between 100 and 200, depending on who's on vacation and who's on first and all that type of stuff. But that being said, and what events I'm at, I can easily see 200 children without blinking an eye a week, okay? That being said, I buy my stuff in bulk. But say you don't feel like trying to locate citric acid, right? By the way, you can get it. Sometimes people use it for food. Okay, I'm not gonna eat this, but still. Sometimes people use it for food. Oh, I forgot a component. I'm gonna have to get up and get something. But anywho, such is life. We'll be all right. That's happened before. So if you don't have the citric acid to mix into this powder, you are going to make a change. Instead of adding water as your liquid, you will add vinegar. Now, you can use apple cider vinegar if you want, but between you and I, me and you, us, regular clear, it's called white vinegar, but we know it's not actually white, but regular vinegar is what you're going to want, because you are creating, okay, and demonstrating, and you're making sure the children are observing that what we call the volcano reaction. The volcano model is a baking soda vinegar reaction, a base acid reaction. Acid, base. Typically we say acid, base, but anyways, it's just the same thing. Okay, acid base reaction. So you must have your acid and your base component. If you don't want to get citric acid, okay, I have baking soda and citric acid mixed in together. But because they don't have any water, they're not reacting. When we add the water, they will react. Again, if you just want to be able to get baking soda from the corner store, which legit, that's all you got to do. And you're like, okay, I don't have any citric acid. Replace the water in here with vinegar. Yeah, I promised someone earlier today that I was going to be very clear and give them options. And okay, then you're going to pour it. Okay, right. So the children get to pour the liquid. You see all these different things. Also, you can have a conversation. Where is the glitter? Does glitter float or sink? That is an activity in itself. Okay. At this point, we could if I wasn't me. We could simply just pour these two together. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ask you to be patient. And I'll be right back. One of my favorite materials. This is why when I tell folks and you trying to gather, because sometimes people ask me, well, what's that? Like, what material should I buy if I'm trying to have STEM stuff like just on site? Shaving cream is one of those materials. Why? Because with shaving cream, you could do legit all of the experiments I've done during Black History Month. Okay. You could also have a whole Black History conversation too about like all these different products and like inventors. Y'all, the things you can teach with just a few materials. Okay. You can also have your students decide which thing they want to add first. They can add a little bit depending on the age. Now, if you're working with little children, you see I put the shaving cream already in. If you're working with, say, remember I told you, like kids, anybody younger than like 10 to be able to make this come out, it's like it's very difficult for them because it's designed that way. Okay. But you can have them add the shaving cream. Or one of the things I like to do when I'm working with my upper elementary school students is have them write. This is how you can manage things. This is one of my tips. Tip alert. Listen to me. So my first tip was to switch out, if you don't want to get the citric acid, to order the citric acid. My first tip was to switch out the water for vinegar, to put vinegar inside of here and just use baking soda in here instead of baking soda. And just to be super clear, if you're just now joining me or you're skipping through the video because you're like, she's talking to you long, hey, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. You don't hurt my feelings. Okay. But that being said, this is citric acid and baking soda mixed together. It won't work if you just put baking soda and water. You are not going to get the reaction that we're about to see. Okay. My next tip in managing older students, and you're thinking to yourself, you know what? I could, okay? You can have them design the experiments and all that. You can give them materials and give them some type of KPI, something they're going to measure. You can manage when they start the experiment, okay? By saying you have to have things written down, and you can say, I am going to come add this. Hi. Thank you for watching Live with Ms. Steph. Great to see you on live again. I'd noticed that you were in the live on Saturday. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we can link up. But yes, so you can say, I'm going to add the shaving cream. Right? So that gives you a reason to circulate the room and find and kind of see what's going on their papers, on their lab report. Because I'm talking about now my 3rd grade and up. They need to write something down as far as their steps. Hi, yes. Thank you so much, so much for watching. I miss you guys. So yeah, this is a way that you can kind of help manage the activity and go check in on them. And have it be an exchange thing. And so you're not just kind of like looking at them and telling them, oh, stop, don't add this, but that type of thing. All right. So they can decide what order they want to add it in. Or if you're working with the younger children, you can have everybody, you can go around. And this is what we did this morning. Everybody got to add a little bit. I'm going to pick this up so that you can see it. Everyone, all the children at the table got to add a little bit of the water. Remember, this is water. Food coloring, since you're just joining us, Miss Sabrina. Water, food coloring, and glitter. I don't use glitter in a lot of stuff, but every once in a while, you gotta use a little glitter, let the kids see it. And then I poured it on top of the shaving cream. So now we've got our liquid at the bottom. Then an adult, if you're working with children under 3, an adult should add the powder. Okay? You're gonna add the powder. And it must make contact with the water. So I like to do a little swirl very quickly and put it down. Notice how fast that was and see what you get. instantaneous. Isn't it fantastic? Okay. So you can add a little bit more water to it. Okay. Again, y'all know I've said this before, but I haven't quite said it today. Keep the tray on the table. Have your students continue to keep the tray on the table. I'm only lifting it up so y'all can see, because it's the live hello. It's about what y'all can see. Okay. And they write this down. They draw a picture. They write what they've observed. But let's review what we did today. Glitter fizz. Okay? My two main tips. Y'all already know how I feel about the covered tray, all right? But before we leave out, let's discuss what we did today as far as the science experiments, and then I'll review the science club news. But yes, so glitter fizz, an opportunity to use glitter. Inside of this cup, I have food coloring, water, and you notice it wasn't that much water. It's at the most about 4 ounces of water, and you see I only ended up basically using 2. Okay, glitter, any color of your choice. Do whatever you want to do, but less than, I would say I only used a half a teaspoon. Glitter goes a long way. Okay, the glitter, the water, and the food coloring can get all mixed in one cup, especially if you're working, Miss Sabrina, right at your center with little children. This is enough water for a whole class time, right? Because each of the kids, each table will get just a little bit of the water. That's enough. And then the kids get to pour it. Inside of this 5-ounce cup, I had shaving cream, just a bit of shaving cream, regular. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. Don't do it to yourself. Whatever you can get from across the street, right? And then you're going to add a bit of the water each child. This is for the little kids. So PreK, each child gets to add a little bit of water. The adult comes and adds the powder. This powder is baking soda and citric acid mixed together. If you do not have citric acid, because I order my citric acid, like I said, in bulk. But if you don't have citric acid, you're going to do baking soda for your powder and switch out regular white vinegar for your water. All right? Any type of shaving cream and any colored food coloring. And this food coloring, y'all can tell this is the dollar store food coloring. Don't pay a bunch of money for food coloring unless you need it, right? There are other times when I'll tell you in the video, yes, use the really, really good stuff. This is not one of those times, right? You see, you get perfectly fun. And we're about to be in March next week. And so for those of you who are going to be doing a lot of green things, for said holiday, depending on however you like to do that particular holiday where we do a lot of green things, this could be a great way to do that. And then I have my tray covered. So all I have to do is unwrap this tray and my tray is clean. Okay? This is definitely an activity I would do with a covered tray. I did it earlier today without the tray being covered, but oh yes, please share. And yes, please tell the center, everybody at the center I said hello. So yes, so this I'll uncover. I'll take the thing off, but that's what I'm saying. I've done this activity in an uncovered tray, and it wipes off easily, but it's not as quick. Y'all know how quick it is when you unwrap the tray. Other things that we need to remember: first, second, and third Saturday, Saturday Science Club. Saturday Science Club is free for participants. It's one of the things that we do for free, or rather free of charge to participants. We do not charge families for that. It's through the donations that we receive, being able to have that particular space. We get to use it for free because it is a community space, and we open it up to the community. So if you're watching this and you're in Harlem and you're wanting to join us on Saturday, legit, just send me an email, send me a DM and say, Miss Steph, we want to come, and I will send you more of the details. Summer Science Club registration is coming up. Children ages 5 to 10. Just to clarify, so children ages 5 to 10 for Saturday Science. We do have some special exceptions, but in general, children ages 5 to 10, and that is a drop-off thing. Yes, I will do that. And for Summer Science Club, I'm going to do open registration. We'll begin for Summer Science Club on Friday. People, you don't want to miss it. A year and a half worth of science for your elementary school child, curated into 5 weeks of programming. I'm telling you, they will be ahead, more than ahead of the game. Okay, and that program, we do charge for that program. It is $425. That's the already community discount. Thank you. I'm thanking my donors now because I know we have a lot of donors that are already getting ready to support us to make up the gap, because it does cost us an additional $275 per kit to be able to run that program, $275 a week. And so I thank the donors. And yes, Monday through Friday. So Summer Science Club, thank you, Miss Sabrina. You were helping me out, girl. Summer Science Club will be running July 7th through August 8th, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. And that is for elementary school children. Our open registration is going to be for our elementary school children, ages 5 to 10. That includes field trips. That includes a snack at the beginning and the end of the day if they want it. Parents, you provide your child, preferably in a good mood. You provide your child and you provide lunch daily, a packed lunch. We provide the rest, the t-shirt, the little backpack, the whatever, little lab coat. All of the field trips are included. And Miss Sabrina, you went on earlier when I was talking about Liberty Science Center. We will be going to Liberty Science Center in New Jersey, and that is included as well. Or families can a la carte that. So for folks who believe that they are part of our community, which really is most people, on our live, we can have a discussion about getting you to get to join us, for that field trip, because that's one of the field trips that we let you a la carte, meaning you can just pay to join us for that one day, and you can come hang out with us. So once again, the hours for Summer Science Club are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And we are going to be more specific. The address is on the registration form, but just to give you a ballpark address, it's on 130th is where we're at. 134th is where we're at for Summer Science Club. Once again, this has been Live with Ms. Steph. Thank you so much for watching. All the people that came on, several people came by during this particular live today. I really appreciate it. I will send flyers out and all that type of stuff over the next several weeks. If you would like to be a part of our mailing list, please DM me your email address and you will get onto our mailing list, or you can check us out. You can do what many people who watched this live today have done. Interact with me with the live. Ask me questions. As you can see, I answer questions. You can ask me questions and you can share it, which is what Ms. Sabrina is doing and other people have done. You can share our live and just kind of make sure folks in Harlem know that we are here making science fun and having a great time. So that's it for today. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.